200 naira notes into circulation. Somebody is saying, why have they not done that before? CBN has marshaled out a plan to flood the system with 200 naira notes. Aside from meeting with bank chief executive to release the old and new 200 naira notes in their vaults, the CBN will on its own part push out the old 200 naira notes that were initially deposited as banknotes to be phased out. I mean, the old 200 naira note that had been in the coffer of CBN, the CBN is saying they will push them out again. The CBN governor, Mr. Godwin Emefiele, said a week ago that about 700 billion naira is the amount or the quantity of money that is needed as cash in the Nigerian economy. A CBN official said much relief will come to Nigerians this week. However, the old 500 notes and 1,000 naira notes are ceased to be legal tender. That is, people should not expect that the 500 naira notes and 1,000 naira notes will be accepted as a medium of exchange again in Nigeria. But I have a similar story which is in line with that story from a little contrary to what CBN said. Traders in Ibadan market accept old 500 naira and 1,000. I say it again. Traders in Ibadan market accept the old 500 note and 1,000 naira note. Right here in the city of Ibadan, there are pockets of traders. I'm not saying all of them. There are pockets of traders in selected markets in Ibadan who still accept the 500 naira and the 1,000 naira notes from their customers. These selected market traders are found in the food market in selected markets in Ibadan. You can find some of them at Orita Mary Market in Ibadan. Information gathered as at last week proved that selected market traders accept old notes for transactions. However, their customers, the buyers, they complain that these sellers increase the price of the items because they want to pay with old currencies. Besides that, it had been reported far away from Kaduna that the governor of the state, Malam El Rufai, had commanded, instructed, told the people in the state, including the government agencies and government offices, to still accept the old 500 and 1,000 notes, and their traders also should continue to transact business in the old currencies. All of these are despite the instruction of the Central Bank of Nigeria. There are confusion among Nigerians as the CBN denies asking bank to collect 500 naira and 1,000 naira notes. As we speak today, there was a particular information that was relayed that the banks, commercial banks, they are to collect the 500 naira notes and 1,000 naira note as deposits in banks. But the CBN had come up to debunk that information, that the CBN never instructed commercial bank. They never asked them to collect the old notes as deposits. What the CBN is saying is that whoever wants to deposit the old naira note, they should come straight to the CBN offices nationwide to do so. But the reality on ground now says a lot of people are right there at the CBN, but the capacity of the CBN could not answer or could not answer all this multitude of depositors who came to bring old currencies. So we are still believing that the CBN will need to find a solution around this situation, because if the old notes are with people and the CBN could not collect all of them because they don't have the capacity, I mean the service point, the collection point at the CBN could not take all the old notes from the people who came to deposit them, then what do people do? The CBN said people should come. People have come, but the CBN service centers is not enough to attend to everybody who had come. So the CBN has a duty to do something. I'm sorry, I'm not really an activist, but somehow I feel that the CBN cannot and should not ask people to lose their money. There are pockets of protests all over the nation due to the scarcity of the naira. This is a dent on naira design policy. I think if there will be any protest at all, it should rather be on other issues. People protesting because they could not find naira to spend is already a dent on the policy, and this makes the situation to be people asking a lot of questions on this naira redesign policy because they could not find money to spend. There were protests at Mowe Ibafo in Ogun State last week. A couple of days ago, about 2-3 days ago, there were protests in Shagamu, part of Ogun State. Last week also, there were protests in the city of Ibadan. All these protests were not because people are voting, or they were not because there was an election. The protests were primarily because people could not find money to spend. People had money in the bank and they could not withdraw, and they are hungry. So people are reacting. Now, coming to the interpretation of this, the meaning of this is that this scarcity of naira is slowing down economic activities nationwide, and it could lead to economic downturn. People are already experiencing a lot of economic hardship already, but this scarcity of the naira is reducing the volume of exchange, the volume of economic transactions, and you know the interpretation. Income will fall, profit will reduce, businesses that are product to sell could not sell, new production could not be made, people will be suffering, and the interpretation is that there could be economic meltdown. In fact, the situation has already commenced the economic meltdown. The prayer is that it should not be more than this. Are you aware that the Central Bank of Nigeria had launched an e-naira? The e-naira is a payment option that is different from the normal naira that we spend. It's a digital money that the central bank had launched, and they are trying to follow what happened in more than 100 countries around the world. We even learned that even in Great Britain, the British government is also considering coming up with e-pound. But the experience back here in Nigeria is that about 99% of Nigerians are not patronizing the use of e-naira. Which means for now, e-naira is still not accepted within the Nigerian economic community. To be able to ensure that the e-naira is accepted and that people begin to use it, the CBN had directed all its members of staff to compulsorily ensure that they open the e-naira wallet. Because henceforth, the CBN has said the basic salary of their workers will be paid into the normal account, their normal salary account. But all allowances for their workers will now be paid into the e-naira wallet. Which means at least through the CBN staff, people will have to start using the e-naira wallet one way or the other. Are you prepared also to use the e-naira wallet? I strongly feel that for the sake of the economic progress of this country, for the sake of over 200 million Nigerians, for the sake of corporate organization, business organization, for the sake of the wealth of many people, for the sake of the poor people of this country, for the sake of the middle class of this country, for the sake of the CBN governor's profile, for the sake of the profile of President Muhammadu Buhari, for the sake of history that will come back to tell what happened today, I strongly suggest and propose that the CBN, in collaboration with the presidency, should rework this naira redesign policy and ensure that the naira should be available in town. As CBN has said, they will flood the circulation with 200 naira notes. It should not be something that take time. In a matter of hours, not days, this currency should be available. People should be able to go to the ATM and insert their card. Even if it is 50 naira note, let them withdraw and let life continue. All right, on this note, we shall be running off on the Eco Pointer program this morning. We look forward to see you again by next week, Tuesday, 9 a.m. in the morning. We look forward to seeing you again 9 a.m. in the morning, Tuesday, next week. My name is Kolawole Kayode. My number for you to reach me is 07053706276. I call the number again, 07053706276. Thank you so much for being there.